All right, this is according to The Independent. 19 pregnant women rescued from baby factories in Nigeria. Now, I'm just going to quote a couple of things happening here. Now, they say, police rescued 19 pregnant girls who had been kidnapped and raped from properties in Lagos dubbed baby factories. Most of the women, aged between 15 and 28, were abducted and forcibly impregnated so their babies could later be sold. The girls had been promised employment as domestic workers in Lagos, Nigeria's largest city. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that in the Western nations, especially in America and Europe, we have a whole lot of feminists complaining about the patriarchy, complaining about a whole lot of things. Now, they complain that, I think some of them even complain about they don't have the freedom to move about, maybe at the beach without tops on. That men have the freedom to be able to move about without wearing tops, but they always have to wear tops. And that is supposed to be like, that's the patriarchy, down with the patriarchy and all of that. I mean, look at something happening here in Nigeria. You people have nothing to say about the patriarchy. What do you think these women here facing legitimate, this is legitimate oppression of the patriarchy here? This legitimate oppression. I mean, they are being forcibly impregnated, forcibly made to go through this, trafficked and impregnated so that their babies can be taken away from them. It's very despicable. And they have to go through this, forced to go through this, kept in a facility to go through all these terrible things, and nobody knows about it, and their children are sold. Now, let's look at how much they sell the children. Now, I mean, the person in charge of the place is actually a woman, which is also very, very funny. I mean, usually you would think that it's always the men who want to do things to the bodies of women. Like, if you don't have womb, you don't have an opinion. No, all those kind of things that they say. Like, if you're not a woman, you don't have an opinion about this. It's always the men doing the terrible things to women. But the person in charge of this business, this horrible, devilish, demonic business, is actually a woman. Miss Oluchi is suspected of selling male infants for 500,000 naira. That's the Nigerian naira. That's about 1,123 and 121 pounds, and females for 300,000 naira. I mean, this is a woman running this. Now, one thing that I just like to mention is it's very easy for you to blame the other people, to blame the people in the other camp and all of that. But the fact is, people are evil. Male and female, people are evil. You can't just blame everything on men. Men are the ones oppressing women. Men are the ones killing women. Men are the ones killing women and all of those things. Women do the same things to women. Just like men kill men even more than they kill women. So if you're going to say that men kill women, yeah, the people, the demographic men kill even more than they kill women are other men. Now, I'm not trying to excuse anybody, but I'm just trying to say that it's very easy for people in the Western nations to complain about the patriarchy and to complain about silly things, yelling around and wearing pussy hats all around. It's very easy for them to do those things. But look at women going through real oppression in this place, going through real oppression. You don't hear all those people from those Western nations complaining about things like this. You don't hear them standing up for women going through real oppression in the third world, in the Middle East, in Africa. You don't see them complaining about those things. You don't see them holding rallies for things like that. You don't see them doing that. But they complain about America, complain about all those nations that give them extremely high levels of rights, beyond comprehension for women in these countries, beyond comprehension for women in Africa, beyond comprehension for women in Central Asia, beyond comprehension for women in the Middle East. And yet they complain, yelling around. I mean, I just wanted to mention this. It's just so sickening when you see feminists complaining and yelling around. 19 pregnant women rescued from baby factories in Nigeria. I just wanted you to let that to sink in. So, thank you. See you in the next segment.